Hello you guys, sorry for the appearance. I was just about to be getting ready for the night and I was doing some editing and I forgot that I've never actually vlogged when it snowed here a couple weeks ago, and I'm working on that video right now, so this is going to be the intro for it. We were in Louisiana when we saw on the Weather Channel that road conditions were going to be getting worse because of the rapid temperature drops and all of that fun stuff. So we were actually driving from Louisiana to Texas, and we actually experienced some of the icy roads and snow starting to fall, but thankfully we were able to get home at that time. It was actually Valentine's Day that all the roads froze and everything. It was Valentine's Day. It was a Sunday, I believe. And we got delayed about 2 hours, 2.5 hours because of the road conditions. And we actually experienced seeing a few people hydroplane or spin out on the icy roads. I actually ended up swerving on the road, and I actually had to go off on the road to catch some traction on some grass because we were in the back country, because the interstate was pretty much shut down. 18-wheelers were swerving, they were flipped over. So many accidents were happening, but we had to get home. We were an hour from home. 2 hours, I think we were like 2 hours from home. It took us like 4 hours, but we experienced a lot of highway patrol. We experienced a lot of people spinning out. A Suburban actually spun out in front of me and I almost hit him, but I was able to, calmly, do what I had to do to avoid him. He actually swerved. He spun and he went off to the right on the highway, and then he spun again and went off onto the left, and then he spun again and went off the highway on the right into the grass. And we actually stopped and asked him if he needed help getting out, because my husband was following us in his truck. But I would not recommend it. But we were snowed in with the weather and the icy roads for about 5 days here in San Antonio, Texas. For some reason I did not vlog it, but I did get some footage on my phone and my husband's phone and a bunch of pictures. So that is what I'm going to share in this video. It's the Snovid snow of 2021, because we still have COVID regulations of wearing a mask and staying home, and then it snowed. So we made a joke that it was Snovid. So we were snowed in and we still have COVID going around. So I'm sorry I didn't vlog it. I mean, it would have been a really good content filler because it was 5 days we were snowed in. But I'm going to include our pictures and the little bit of video that we have of enjoying the snow and being snowed in. So I hope y'all enjoy this. I'm videoing it. Oh. It's cold! Ah! all the ice dried up yesterday. I mean, not the ice, but the snow all melted yesterday, and we didn't have a speck of snow. Now it's snowing again. What'd you think of that, Grayson?
I'm doing.
It's snowing.
Yes, sir. Well, my second marriage. Yeah. Yes, sir. First and then divorce.
Not the worst.
Yeah, I'm gonna close the door.
Yes, sir. 3 total. 2 with my first wife.
And the cat wanted out. Let's see how long she lasts. Okay, I'll be right back. Looks like I was the first one to come out this morning. Where are you going?
Right here.
Right here.
Oh, on my appointment. Grayson, where you going, Bubba? Where you going? Oh. Where you going, Bubba? Where you going? Grayson.
Alright, y'all, I don't know why my face is red and the light is acting up again. But, so I did want to add a few things about what it was like being snowed in a camper. The first day that the weather really hit, which was like that Monday, the campground was pretty much on 20% propane. They were, well, I think it was 10% propane, wasn't it, Adam? I think their tanks were at 10%. Mm-hmm. So Sunday we were able to drive in. We got in, I can't even remember, I want to say around 8:30, 9 o'clock at night we were able to finally get in. Our cement slab was iced over. Our camper was frozen shut. We couldn't even unlock our camper doors. We had to, I don't even remember how we got in. I mean, we figured out a way to get in.
Yanked on the door until it broke the ice.
Yeah, my husband said he yanked on the door until the ice broke the seal on the door. And then Monday, because we had been out of town, we didn't have time to prepare for the freeze, the snow, you know, everything being closed. Texas is not used to that type of weather. So Monday we were like, we're gonna get our propane tanks filled, and we have 2 on our front tongue, and then we have 1 backup tank that we leave behind our camper chained up to the bumper. And the campground's propane tanks were low, and they were at 10%. So people were coming in to get their tanks filled, and they were having to turn people away because their local provider for their propane hadn't come out yet, and people didn't have propane. At this point, a lot of neighborhoods in the San Antonio area were also out of power. Pipes were frozen. Propane was scarce because it was President's Day. That's what it was. It was President's Day. So the propane tank vendor was closed. And you would think, they know this weather's coming in. They know people are going to need propane. Let's open up, even though normally we close down. Right? No. They shut down. So we couldn't refill our propane, but we had enough because we also had a radiator heater, and our lovely neighbor loaned us a heating blanket. So, and you know, we also have to cook with our propane, so we were like reserving the little bit of propane we had left for cooking with. And so I think it was Tuesday, Adam was able to go and get our propane filled, and so we went and got it filled. What I think we also decided, you know, let's go venture out. Roads weren't as bad as they were when they were icy because they now had snow on them. So we ventured out and we got a few groceries, like the little bit of water you could get. Thankfully we had like 2 cases from before the freeze, so we went and got some water. We went and got snacks. We were doing okay. And I think so that was Monday and Tuesday, and I think Wednesday around 2 o'clock we lost power. So this whole time we were able to maintain power. So I think Wednesday we lost power around 2 o'clock. We didn't get it back till 7 o'clock at night. But it was getting cold quick in our camper, and I know that our camper, they say it's like all seasons camper, but I'm telling you, you didn't have heat running in here. It got cold quick. So these 5 nights that it was really icy and really cold, it was like 11 degrees one night and 8 degrees another night. We put Grayson in bed with us because we didn't want to risk him getting cold being in the backside of the camper. And looking back on that, thank God we got our sail switch on our furnace fixed just a month ago. Before all this happened, we got our sail switch fixed for our furnace. So thank God we got that fixed. And so we lost power for about 6-7 hours. But we have a generator, so we used our generator, and we even offered for our neighbor, who's really nice to us, to stay with us. But thankfully electricity came back on at around 7 o'clock at night, so she was able to use her furnace and her electric blanket and all that during the night. So we didn't lose power at all. But this whole time we didn't have water because our pipes were frozen, obviously, and we had disconnected our water from it. And then our water pump froze, so even our water in our tank, because we put a little bit of water in our tank, our holding tank, we couldn't even get water out of our holding tank because our water pump was frozen. So I think it was Friday. Thursday, everything was fine. The pipes defrosted enough that we were able to start using our water. We didn't lose power again. We had enough propane. We're at the end of our storm, okay? It snowed again Thursday. And it wasn't that bad. This is the day we actually went and played in the snow because we were like, why are we holed up in the house? Let's go enjoy the snow. We rarely ever get to see it. It's Grayson's first real time seeing snow. Let's go out and enjoy it. So Thursday we went and enjoyed the snow. Friday, Adam had to go back to work. He was off that Saturday and Sunday before, and Monday he was supposed to go back, but Monday is when it snowed. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday he was without of work because the facility he works at had no running water. They had busted pipes, and so they had no place for people to get water. They had no place for people to use the bathrooms, so it was just unfit for them to go to work. Plus it was unsafe with the way the road conditions were. I mean, we had sludge and ice and snow, and it was nasty, and we're in Texas, people don't know how to drive in that. So Friday he got told, you can go back to work. The roads weren't bad, the ice was melting, it wasn't gonna snow again, and all that fun stuff. So I had to go run errands too, and he had to go to work. And so Friday we got to do all that. Life started going back to normal, and so yeah, that was pretty much the gist of it. But a lot of people suffered in the area. A lot of people didn't have water for a while. A lot of people didn't have electricity for pretty much the whole duration of the 5 days that we had really cold weather. Some people didn't have electricity the whole time. We even offered our camper out to some of Adam's co-workers. Hey, if you don't have power, we have a generator, come stay at our place for the night just to warm up, stuff like that. But yeah, so that was our experience with it. We lucked out, we really did, because even though we didn't have running water, our neighbor did. So we would go do our dishes at her house, we were doing our laundry at her house, and you know, we just didn't have any running water for our toilet, but we would just sparingly put some water down there with it out of bottles or gallons that we had. We were still able to cook, so we cooked like a gumbo one day. We used our air fryer because we had electricity. So we stayed warm, and we stayed fed, and we stayed home. You know, I think we only went out once to go get some groceries, and then Adam went out a few times in his truck to go help neighbors in the area get propane or get groceries or go pick up something for them because their car wasn't good enough to be on the roads. So actually on the way up here on that Sunday, my car started to slip down a hill, and I was able to get back on the road by grabbing traction on some grass on the side of the road, and that was a very scary experience. I would not do it again. I would not drive in these conditions again. So we enjoyed the snow. I hope y'all enjoy the small clips of video footage that we have in this, and I hope y'all also enjoy the photos that I'm going to include in this. But I did want to end this video and let y'all kind of hear a recap of how it impacted us and how it affected us and how we got through it. But we stayed warm and fed, and I didn't vlog any of it, and I kind of regret that. But I didn't want to vlog and then not have a way to upload or recharge my batteries or empty my memory cards. And we were kind of just in survival mode because we'd never experienced anything. I have never experienced anything like this. Adam has lived in conditions like this up in Minnesota and up in Indianapolis, and he's pretty much used to it. So, but I was not used to it. So that is the end of this video. I just wanted to give y'all a recap of what it was like for us. So thank you.